Most men go their whole lives not realizing how women actually fall in love, chasing what they think will impress her while missing what truly matters. It's not the fancy dinners, the flowers, or the constant validation that creates love. It's the way she feels when she's around you. It's the layered, slow, psychological process that unfolds when she can't quite figure you out, when she feels curiosity rising inside her every time you walk into the room, when her body registers your energy, even before her mind can understand what's happening. It starts with the tiniest spark of fascination, a small pull in her stomach when you don't rush to prove yourself, when you're calm in the face of her chaos, when you're not chasing like every other man she's met. You become the man who doesn't rush to fill silence, who doesn't overshare or explain himself, who is comfortable letting her lean in while you remain rooted, letting her wonder, letting her feel you without having to claim you. That psychological gap is where desire starts to grow, where you shift from being another man seeking her attention to being a man she wants to know more about. Women notice when you are grounded, when you don't react to her tests, when you don't try to convince her to like you, but instead let her experience you at her own pace. She feels the difference between a man who is seeking validation and a man who knows his worth. And when she feels that, a door opens in her mind, an unspoken question begins to echo. Who is this man, and why can't I stop thinking about him? This curiosity is not just interest. It's the soil where real attraction takes root, and it is only the beginning of how she truly starts to fall for you. Most men think safety means being overly agreeable, never challenging her, or constantly reassuring her to avoid rocking the boat. But that's not the safety women crave. The safety that makes a woman start to open her heart is the kind where she feels she can let down her guard, where she can express her chaos and not be judged, where she can show her softness without fearing it will be used against her. It's when she feels your energy remains steady when she tests you, when she's emotional, when she's uncertain about herself or about you. She notices when you don't flinch, when you don't start over-explaining, when you don't collapse into neediness at the first sign of her pulling away. She sees the difference between a man who is trying to keep her by people-pleasing and a man who holds his own boundaries and standards while still making her feel seen and valued. This kind of emotional safety is rare, and when she feels it, her nervous system begins to relax around you, even if she doesn't consciously understand why. She will start to share more, test the waters by revealing deeper layers of herself, checking to see if you can handle her truth without trying to fix it or judge it. She will slowly let you see her raw, unpolished self, and if you stay present and grounded, she will begin to trust you in a way that makes her naturally want to invest more. This trust cannot be forced or rushed. It is earned moment by moment, through your calm presence and your willingness to let her feel her feelings without making it about you. She will start reaching out without you having to chase. She will begin initiating contact, craving your presence, not out of fear, but out of genuine desire, because being around you feels like relief in a world that demands she constantly perform. Women, don't fall in love with a man who simply nods and agrees with everything they say, who never challenges them, who is too afraid to lead. They fall for the man who brings polarity into the connection, who embodies calm, masculine leadership without being controlling, who can hold his ground while staying open and present. This is where attraction begins to deepen into something that feels like devotion, because now you are not just a man who makes her feel safe. You are a man she can respect. She feels this in small moments when you say no without guilt, when you tease her lightly and let her tease you back, when you disagree with her calmly without the need to dominate or prove a point, When you show her you are not afraid of her storms but can meet them with grounded presence. This creates the push and pull that fuels feminine desire. She wants to feel your strength, but also your softness, your ability to hold her, and your ability to challenge her. This keeps her emotionally engaged because it feels alive, it feels real, and it allows her to surrender deeper without fear of you losing yourself in her. She notices your boundaries, your standards, the way you live your life with intention instead of letting her validation dictate your worth. This is the energy that invites her into your world instead of orbiting hers, letting her see you as a man with purpose, passion, and depth she has not yet fully explored. Mystery is not about playing games. It is about having layers she discovers, slowly, feeling that each conversation, each look, each moment reveals something new about you. Curiosity is a powerful force, and when you embody this depth while staying open and consistent, it keeps her coming back, wanting to peel back each layer, each day feeling like there is more to discover in you, which draws her deeper into emotional intimacy without even realizing she is falling. There comes a point in the connection when a woman begins to emotionally imprint on you, and this is something that can't be faked or rushed. It happens when your presence starts to linger in her thoughts, when your voice or your scent or the way you look at her flashes in her mind at unexpected moments. It is not built through endless texting or forced conversations, but through shared experiences that create emotional anchors in her nervous system. A laugh shared over something small, the calm you bring when she's anxious, the way you look into her eyes and actually see her. These moments begin to stack quietly until they leave a mark. This is where the slow burn of love starts to take hold because she begins to associate specific feelings with you: safety, excitement, curiosity, warmth, and the rare feeling of being seen without judgment. These imprints happen in moments you might not even realize are significant, like the way you wait for her to finish speaking without interrupting, the way you walk beside her without rushing her, the way your energy feels calm and certain even when life feels chaotic. Her body and mind begin to register your presence as a place she wants to return to, not because you're performing or trying to impress, but because being around you feels like an exhale, a pause in the noise of her world. This emotional imprinting is also why trying to skip the emotional buildup and rush into physical intimacy often backfires. Without these emotional markers, physical moments lose their depth and often create confusion rather than connection. But when the imprinting is there, when she feels seen, safe, and intrigued, physical intimacy becomes a natural, almost inevitable extension of the bond, creating a deeper layer that ties her emotions to the connection, making her feel like being with you is the most natural place she can be. Women fall in love with the man who can hold all of who they are, not just the pretty, easy parts, but the chaotic, emotional, soft, radiant, and insecure parts too. This is not something you can fake by memorizing lines or playing a character. It is about your energy, your presence, your ability to stay grounded and unshaken when she reveals more of herself to you. This is when she begins to relax into the connection, trusting it, trusting you, because you become a consistent presence in a world that often feels inconsistent. She will test this, sometimes unconsciously, pulling away to see if you will chase her or crumble, seeing if you will lose your center when she shows her uncertainty. The man who remains steady, who respects her space without disconnecting emotionally, who continues to live his life with purpose and intention, becomes the man she realizes she can trust deeply. She starts to feel safe, letting her guard down, allowing herself to fall without needing to control the pace, because she feels your steadiness holding the connection. This consistency is not about routine texts or predictable actions, but about the emotional energy you carry, whether you are having fun, dealing with conflict, or in deep conversation. It's your ability to stay calm and present, to listen without reacting, to hold her with your eyes and energy in a way that tells her you are there and you are real. Over time, this consistent emotional energy rewires her nervous system to associate you with peace and safety, with the comforting strength that feels grounding and alive. This is how she begins to surrender into the connection without even realizing she is surrendering. It is how she starts to feel that being herself around you is not only safe, but deeply fulfilling, making you not just someone she wants temporarily, but the man she feels she can truly give her heart to and trust it will be held.